start recording. So hey, welcome back to the Alexandrian Codex. I am Alex. This is Hearts of Iron 4 Old World Blues. It's been a minute. I haven't been playing this or Kaiserreich because I've been waiting for updates to come out. I think there have been a few updates, but nothing major. I believe this time, because I got a couple requests to play a few different factions. There's Victoria, who don't have their own tree yet, so that would be kind of boring. But also recommended was Vault City. And I was kind of thinking, well, I can just wait until the next update comes out. But it's taking so long, I'm just going to do this instead. Vault City. Surrounded by seemingly endless desert, Vault City is an oasis among the suffering wastes. Despite its beautiful appearance, the city is a corrupt pit of ethnocentric elitism and narcissism. Vault City is the most medically advanced faction in the wasteland, capable of cloning limbs and treating injuries that would be untreatable to others. But this knowledge remains sealed behind their walls. The former inhabitants of Vault 8 stand at the precipice, where they must decide the future of their city-state. Whether they continue to spread their name in infamy remains to be seen. We have First Citizen Lynette, her ideology, intellectuals. Elections on January 1st, no government, this is still a filler. Do we have... She might have in-game text about her. So we have the Courtyard, which has no descriptive text or support and stability hit. Pre-war medical training, chem research time reduced by 20%. Post-war utopia, this is quite good, research time reduced by 3%. We can either... we'll see this very quickly. We'll have a choice to either go pro-mutant, compromise and allow ghouls in, or reinforce the old ways and being strict and xenophobic. Mutant supremacy. Through a careful application of mind control and violent interrogation, the greatest minds in the Vault City have been picked queen of their secrets. Even now, the brain is improving the formula put into its vats, producing a new generation of mole rat super mutants, stronger and smarter than the last. Vault City has survived this long by sticking to rules and regulations. Social change is a fool's errand in this new world. We must reinforce our existing systems and crack down on those seeking to change them. Or Vault City is ours after all these years of bigotry, but even now the revolutionary leaders are falling apart due to infighting. Festus has elected to simply run Vault City as it were formerly run by a council. So this time, you have to be a ghoul to earn a seat. Great. So, very divergent paths. Vault City's one of the only factions on the map that has radical replayability because of the branching tech tree or focus trees. Yeah, we're just gonna do regular. We're not doing anything fancy here. Let's hop in. I may be wrong. There's not been an update out for this, right? Yeah, I'm not seeing any changes on the map, and just so I'm not wrong. Steam Workshop Old World Blues. Yeah, that's what I want. This is what I want. The last update was on June 27th. What was updated? Initial upload. I think that was just a compatibility patch. The last patch notes with... Well, the last update with patch notes before June 27th was back on April 19th. So I do not believe on June 27th anything worth mentioning was changed. Let's start with our focus tree. Oh, right, I totally forgot that these start very linearly. The all clear. There were innumerable pieces of misinformation about when the Vault 8 opened. Well, here and now, we'll put that to rest. Here's us. We have one division. Excellent. Alright. Go and throw that in an army. Nicholas Wallace.
Sir.
Our general, he's
Hey there.
not really any good. That's okay. How's our population? Bad. Our population is bad. All right. Our tech, I think we count as advanced. We, Vault City, are one of the few people that can build research facilities. Research facilities are the only way that a player can create more advanced electronics. Which is really, really, really fucking cool. Even the Brotherhood of Steel can't do that, which is odd, but whatever. So let's go for research time. Oh wow, yeah, we start with a fair amount of industrial text. Cool. Cool, cool. I guess infantry, that's ahead of time. Everything's ahead of time, right? What land doctrine do we want to go down? Probably refined warfare? If we can get power armor, well, let's hold off. If we can get power armor, I'm obviously heavily biased towards going down that route. Robots are a thing we can do. Engineering, industry, yeah, let's... 4 years ahead of time, 3 years ahead of time. All this is horribly ahead of time. Let's just go with something 1 year ahead of time. Check out our civilian facilities. Let's build some civilian workshops a little bit. Alright, we are just using basic firearms.
Had a decent meal in weeks.
In our division template, yep. 10 millimeter, 10 millimeter pistol. Don't know why that was so hard for me to say. Let's set up front here. And I'm sure the game's not gonna fuck us by giving us no troops. So let's train up some more. We could go with courtyard conscripts or security team. Security team requires 125 manpower. This requires 100 robo security. Yeah, we're not doing robo security. Let's get one of... Yeah, let's just drain our manpower so we can have a half-decent standing army to start with. Manpower will grow and we'll probably get events giving us more. Why? Game, why are you being silly? I have to actually click on that? Okay, whatever. I can play with that. And I think we're good to unpause now. Yeah? Yeah, probably. So we have some interesting neighbors. New Reno can do some really weird shit, as we found out before. But they probably won't. So, how long did our ancestors wait for the all clear? If we waited 70 years, 1,000 manpower, 3 infrastructure. The longer we wait, the less manpower we have. But we... Oh. National spirit production efficiency. Oh, okay. Interesting. So this effectively trades infrastructure and manpower for production efficiency growth. Production efficiency growth is nice, but it's not that much of an end-all be-all. Frankly, in this mod, manpower is more important than anything else. So I feel like we should go for 70 years after the fall. What does Vault City itself produce? What would 3 more infrastructure give us? Now, our infrastructure is only 4 here, which is pretty bad for a capital. Producing a lot of electricity, electronics. Yeah, sure. Infrastructure would probably give us a little bit. Yeah, that production efficiency growth is nice, but not necessary. 70 years after the fall. Vault City is a utopia, unrivaled in the wasteland. Such a place undoubtedly attracts unfavorable people. Let's slow this down to 4. I forgot how quickly this clears. The Yakuza probably won't do much. The Antelope, Cyclops, Pale Folk. We have some really easy routes of expansion, if that's what we want to look into. It may be, it may not be. But we have that option. So when our ancestors emerged from their underground home and built our glorious city with their Gek, their Garden of Eden creation kit, their surviving vestiges of man were drawn to its brilliance. With them came thieves, bruisers, drug dealers, and all other sorts of riffraff. With crime on the rise, how did we ever survive? Death penalty? Okay, effective partisans on us minus 40%. Enslave criminals to use as labor. Get stability minus 5. Construction speed plus 5%. That's... Construction speed is nice, but stability is more important. Conscription gives us 2% population. Punish crime with servitude to the citizenry, stability and war support. No, we're going to give them mandatory military service. We need that recruitable population. Undeniably, we need more recruitable population. The defense of Vault City is an important topic at every governmental meeting and amounts to a sizable portion of our budget. How soon will you be ready? 6th of May. Okay. So we can go firearms, lasers, robots. Robots, as we can see demonstrated here, 1 unit of white robots in most robots is 25 manpower. You still cost 25 manpower for infantry. It's an odd thing. Robots in this game still consume manpower. So we're probably not going with robots. Robots are cool, but no. I'm thinking lasers. Firearms gives us 2 units of metal. This gives us 3 units of advanced electronics. Or maybe it's just electronics. 2,000 units of 10mm pistol. Pretty good. This gives... Ah, no, this just gives us basic laser weaponry. It doesn't even start us producing anything. I think I'm gonna go with Vault lasers. What's the difference? You know, I haven't given this a good look before. I've just gone with lasers because they're fucking cool. Okay, lasers have a higher defense, higher breakthrough, higher soft attack. I realize that these are 2 different tiers. Max speed 4 kilometers per hour. No max speed on this, so maybe they move slower. Piercing 4. Piercing 4, heart attack 1, heart attack 8, reliability 95, reliability 90, production cost 35. Let's compare common firearms and common energy weapons. Should have done that. 28 defense, 29 defense. 16 soft attack, 10 soft attack. 5 piercing, 8 piercing. 6 breakthrough, 6 breakthrough, 2 heart attack, 10 heart attack. Holy shit, yeah, energy weapons, lasers. We're very much going lasers on this bitch. Oh, and we get 2 units of... We get the What's Up Guard. What's Up Guard. And we get the 2nd Fusioneers Guard. Cool.
Hello, sir.
Alright, more troops is good. Last thing is the Gecko Uprising. The Gecko Uprising blindsided Vault City. For even as ghouls marched in honor of their rights, an unknown threat emerged from underground, intent on enslaving all. When the dust settled, who controlled Vault City? So here we're given the choice, and we'll see it in the event, to Vault Tech, restore the council. No? Oh, maybe it switch. You know what? I'm gonna just unquick or unpause and let it go ahead. Ah, okay, we've uncovered a store of Watts 2000 laser carbines in our storage. 1,000 units of Watts of City Watts 2000 laser carbine is added to the national stockpile. I don't think City Watts is correct there, but whatever. It means refitting our armies will be fairly easy. Alright, so we can say, after decades of discrimination and violence, the ghouls of Gecko finally had enough. They armed themselves and aimed to take our utopia. The villainous brain pulled the strings from the shadows, causing slight after slight between the 2 towns. Security Chief Wallace suggested that they declare martial law, while First Citizen Lynette urged cool heads and diplomacy. Just as they came to their decision, Brain's mutant mole rats emerged from their burrows under the courtyard. What happened next? Martial law was declared, gives us elites as ruling party. We get martial law, impenetrable city. I wish I knew what those did. Courtyard crackdowns. Okay, here. Restore the council. Yeah. But this Winnet, the Brain, Wallace, Festus. Okay. So diplomacy is Festus, I think? No. The ghouls taking over gives us Festus. Diplomacy the prevailed keeps First Citizen Winnet. Martial law will eventually get us Security Chief Wallace, and the Beast destroyed us all gives us the Brain is the leader. So let's take a look at what this would actually give us. Brain will give us Brains Moles, which gives us daily ruler support. Ooh, not great. Non-core manpower plus 15%. That's pretty good. Recruitable population plus 3%. That's quite good. And then either Mutant Supremacy, which gives a tech called Mutant Supremacy. I don't know what it does. Or Human Breeding Programs, which increases our monthly population growth by 20%. That's pretty sizable. Though 20% of 18 is not very much. Reinforcing the old ways gives us research time reduction, monthly population growth, non-core population, so a little bit less overall population, but it's still there. Factories and factories, okay. Crackdown gives us max entrenchment, which is okay. Division attack and defense on core territory, which is okay. This makes it cheaper to produce laser muskets, power armor, more notably than anything else. Oh, quality, advanced motorized supplies, I'm not crazy about it. Or ghoul conferences. This would give us Ghoul Haven, manpower, just flat 5,000 manpower. It's not bad. Since when did I play Hoi 4? I've been playing Hoi 4 since the game came out. I've been streaming Hoi 4 for months. Probably December's the first time I streamed this. I haven't been streaming it lately because I've been waiting for updates to come out. Okay, both of these give recruitable population, war support, research time minus 3%. That's quite good. Ghoul Conference. Festus is tempting. In fact, this is fucking amazing. Research time minus 3% is better than what we get from here. Recruitable population 2% is better than anything we get from here, and it's on par-ish with what we get from here. Stability plus 10, war support plus 5 are mixed in over there. That's a lot of production. That's a lot of manpower, even if it is just in bulk. I'm tempted to go with Festus here. I'm tempted to say the ghouls took over. This will make people the ruling party. Construction speed will go up by 5. Get 5 more building slots in Gecko with 5 power stations. Ooh. Diplomacy prevailing, however, gives us research time minus 5% and a research slot. That's really fucking good in this mod. Let's go with diplomacy prevail. Yeah, ghouls tempting, but that research slot though. That's a total of minus 7 research time. And if we are going with trying to make the most of our tiny population, that seems good. Really, in Hoi 4, regardless if it's vanilla or modded, get the fucking research slot. Always go for the research slots first, unless you are on some weird, dire circumstances. I'm looking to see if anywhere we can get more research slots, because I just said that, so I might as well take a look, not be a hypocrite. Well, that's kind of nice. Population, more population, lots more stuff. Courtyards, okay, we can get rid of that negative modifier. More recruitable population. Wow, we get a lot of recruitable population bonuses. Alright, let's restore the council, because this is the next closest thing, I think. Right. Yeah, this is the only thing I'm seeing that gives us a research reduction time. We're still building our army, so Vault Tech going, not good yet. This would give us a larger population, but we'll get there. And presumably the future of servants, quality of service, and service hours will give some interesting things as well, but let's go for R&D departments. So let's restore the council. Restore the council after the Gecko crisis to let us rule more efficiently. Put this new research slot to use. I don't want to go super hardcore on going way ahead of time, but we're already ahead of time in a lot of respects. Ooh, 3 years ahead of time, 3 years ahead of time, 3 years ahead of time. Fucking 5 years ahead of time. Okay, do any of these give more manpower? I know that if we end up going power armor, refined warfare is incredibly good. Yeah. More civilian factories would be good too. Melee weapons. No, that... I'm surprised melee weapons aren't actually worse than they are. To be honest, they're not that bad. They're really cheap to produce. And wow, none of these give more recruitable population. That's probably intentional. Oh, never mind. Ooh, worse organization. A 5% is fucking 5%. Compare it to refined warfare, which will take what little population we have and be like, minus 3%, and then maybe I should just ignore that tree for now then, if I'm feeling that negatively about all the options. Yeah, let's go for manufacturing. It's 3 years ahead of time. Whatever. If all goes according to plan, we're going to be consistently ahead of time for the entire game. So, that's perfectly fine. How big is your army? 1. Oh, well, maybe we actually could move on the Pale Folks yet. Yeah, I've gone down... It's just the last 3 campaigns I played of this, I've gone down the power armor tree. I like it the most because fucking power armor, but I just feel a little repetitive doing it. I'll probably still do it. Whatever. We're not producing power armor yet, and we probably can't for a while. Alright, here's a moment of truth. Does the Troll Warren explode by declaring war on them and killing themselves? I'm willing to bet that the Troll Warren kill themselves. I didn't care much for this faction until I streamed them, and now I have a great fondness for this very self-destructive group. Yep, alright, reinforce the old ways is the only way we can go. Vault City has survived this long by sticking to rules and regulations. Social change is a fool's errand in this new world. We must reinforce our existing systems, crack down on those trying to change it. And the political power gain isn't all that good. Can we not have a terrible economy, though? Nah, okay. Political advisors. Dweller Ian, Dweller Henry, Dweller Graham. We're building civilian factories right now, so... Tempting. Limited conscription. Let's just up our conscription law. Let's do that. No, I've done... Have I streamed a Brotherhood game? That's the question. I've played the Western Brotherhood a lot. I streamed playing as the Washington Brotherhood. I remember that. Maybe? Maybe not. I don't remember. A lot of the campaigns I've done have just been really quick 4 to 6 hour campaigns running at max speed the whole time. 2.6 years ahead of time, 2.6 years ahead of time. And this is way more ahead of time. Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's go metal armor then. Do we just train up? Yeah. Yeah, get rid of this, get rid of this. Yeah, Manpower is a very precious commodity, but combat with is also a very precious commodity. It is a little silly how in Fallout people are wearing leather armor and don't immediately just get torn apart by lasers. I mean, they kind of do, but not as brutally as one might expect. I'm not really expecting any huge surprises here, though. The troll warrant, nope, never mind. I was gonna say it looks like they aren't killing themselves. Nope, there they go. Come on, AI. This isn't that hard. Don't declare a two-front war if you don't have to. Wah, wah. Alright, this will help research time. I know that these give special bonuses, but I forget what they are. I'm tempted to go down that way. Really? Cyclops Drive, Call the Flock. Maybe we should go Vault Tech Calling. It'll be short to research, give us something to do. Yeah, right. Monthly population, subsidized civilian economy. Or civilian... Oh, 6 building slots. That's a lot. And that would be very nice, but expansion's pretty good too. Vault Tech Calling. For too long, we have sat by in our utopian city. For too long, we have waited and rested. Now is time for action. Expansion. Vault Tech is calling. So our neighbors are primitive, backward people, so this should not be hard. Raise the flock. Hail giants. Ah, okay, so we can either... Oh, this requires that the pale folk do not exist? Oh, right. If you go with the brain, you get pale giants, cyclopses of old, mutant supremacy. You get weird, unique units, I think? Yeah. Load OOB file, add custom tooltip, vault block brain, vault cyclops brain. Yeah. Yeah, sure. Okay, so we can either go against Cyclops or Pale Folk. We're already on the border of the Pale Folk, eyeing them up. We already outnumber them, so let's call the flock. The warriors of the Pale Folk tribe have been the nightmare of central Nevada for decades, launching nightly raids on caravans and outlying settlements in their endless hunt for supplies. Like raiders, they survive by taking, and like raiders, they should be dealt with swiftly and with extreme violence.
Hey.
Our infantry template is this. Not great. Not beautiful. It's not just one infantry, but it might as well be. It's not very good. So after we start building up some army experience, remodeling those should be a high priority. Because I am thinking about going to war, division attack would be a great thing to pick up. If we... logistics, fleet support... Wow! Ooh, okay, our high command blows. Huh, okay. Yeah, army offense, I guess. Do not like our options there. Not in the least. Can I see 5 to 6 divisions? With probably 5. Well, this says 4 to 8. Did they make them different? No, 4 to 8, 4 to 8, 4 to 8. It's probably 5. Alright. Oh, the troll warrant's not dead. Holy shit. How about that? And boom, pull the block. Eye for an eye, I'm not gonna start dreading that. Let's go for subsidized civilian economy. That will be quite good. Vault City is always growing, but there are endless streams of people wishing to join our utopia. By loosing intellectual requirements, but increasing moral and mental screenings, we might better assess who's worthy of being a citizen. Oh, you know, I probably should have set this and assigned you to that. Okay, so you are good to engage. I want you to do so slowly.
Hey there.
It would behoove me, probably, to... Well, our Percy is cautious. Well, welcome, Field Marshal Percy. What an auspicious name. Offensive doctrine, right off the bat. Oh, well, you know, if nothing else, this looks like a vault dweller. It's not just a generic profile. That is noteworthy.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir.
Alright, you're just gonna walk on in there. You're gonna walk on in there, and this should be over super quickly. Yeah. Super quickly.
Sir.
Okay, maybe no encirclement. That's fine.
And a decent meal in weeks.
That's an encirclement, and if you can just go to Carwin. Just take a walk over to Carwin. Beautiful. Yeah. Puppet focus. Puppeting, right. Right, that's what we're doing here. Puppeting them. Yep. Yep. Puppeting. That's what that is. I absolutely puppeted them. Eye for an eye, so Cyclops are gonna be next. So you're Cyclops? Yeah.
Hey there.
Now here, we might not actually have enough troops to cover the entire border yet. By that I mean we most certainly don't. Offensive line. Game, don't point me like this. There we go. Yeah. I need to recruit more men's. Alright. There, you three, add to this. Go. How many armies? 3 to 5. Yeah, okay, we're fine. Put high priority on repairing that. I don't care about anything else. Civilian workshops. Yeah, that's all fine. This will give us cores on the territory we've just taken. Is it better to just jump out, take both of these wars, and then focus on the... Yeah, it's probably better to focus on these. Okay, so I can release them as a puppet. If they are our puppet, we gain chem research time minus 50%. Great. Share our goggles, they get a larger population. Great. And we could also raise the flock, which calls them into a war, or gives us something if we're at war, but it doesn't really say what. If we keep them, we would get cores on the territory, which would give us more manpower, which is probably better than having a puppet. I don't know, might not be. Eye for an eye, we get cores and produce stuff, or they get cheaper infantry equipment. Oh. Thank you. I'm just gonna go with coring this area. It's probably better to make them a puppet and then give them the population bonus, but fuck it. it's fine. Should be fine. Population controls. Okay. Go eye for an eye. The Cyclops tribe are warlike and violent in the extreme, a Spartan culture that demands them to go forth and kill beasts and men to prove their place. They've never dared attack the walls of the Vault City, but they've been a bane on outlying communities and trade for, well, as long as we can remember. Let us return the favor, an eye for an eye. Don't know if it needs to be, let us return the favor, but that's okay. Wow, we have a lot of political power. God damn. I'm already going to be able to core that, so no worries. Military High Command. I suppose we should go for Army Logistics. Reducing attrition will be a boon in the long run. Not the sexiest thing, but if it saves us from having people die, or at least having less people die, then it's worth it. Vault City has a much smaller tech tree than than we've been spoiled by in the past with the other factions. Right, eye for an eye, let's go. This will give us cores, which will give me manpower, which will help if the war drags on, but the war shouldn't drag on. This will help me build stuff, which is quite nice. Yeah, let's go for subterranean subjugation. The Pale Folk tribe has lived in a series of underground complexes and caverns for the better part of 100 years, and have remained elusive as a result. If we're to bring them to heel, we need to subjugate these long, unreachable enclaves. Knock knock, motherfucker. Hello.
Hello, sir. Hello? Hey. Hello,
You
sir.
lock that down. You lock that down.
Sir?
Yeah, this should go fine. These should be all of their divisions. They may not be. I'm not expecting or wanting to win any of these 1v1s. I'm just trying to cut them in half and take what I want.
Hey.
Now Klondex is really the only thing worth caring about left to take.
What's up?
Yeah, you're fine.
Haven't had a decent meal in weeks.
Okay, good. That was terrifying for the briefest of moments.
Hello?
Oh, you moving on that.
Hey there.
Push that from the other side
up?
just to keep it pinned in. Help with that.
Sir? Haven't had a decent meal in weeks.
Yeah. Alright, so you are there. No, game, you're wrong. This is the only thing that matters. We don't need to win this. We just needed this, and here at the end of the day... Voila.
Haven't had a decent meal in weeks.
Alrighty. Now there goes all of our scripted wars. I think, right? No more scripted conflict in here. So any fights we pick from here on out are on our terms. 5 to 11, 8 to 9. You are raider groups, and I don't really... Well, hold on. No, you're a tribe. So you are actually primitive. You are civilized, so I don't really want to fuck with you. Mountain City, Eastport, people. We are intellectuals. You would probably join a faction if I fabricated on you. Eastport, you would probably join New Canaan because of the proximity, or terrifyingly, you might join the NCR. $240 days. Meh. What's your army like? 47 Schmaltz Station. We should move on Schmaltz Station, and I say that because the Troll Warren will eventually... Damn, I forgot what a good tree the Troll Warren have. That's quite good. Has this changed since the last time I played them? No. Maybe? No, it hasn't. But they have a focus that will get them to declare war on Schmaltz Station, so if we can beat them to the punch, that would be good. Trying to deny the AI opportunities. I mean, the Troll Warren aren't really that big of a threat, but we will eventually want to take them out, and if I can deny them core territories now, then they'll be easier to take out later. What do you got going on here? Manpower definitely needs a hand, so we can look into that. Their focuses, that should be able to bump that up a little bit. Nothing else, we can redesign our armies before too long to try to address that. The drastic power differences between minor powers like Vault City and major powers like the NCR and Caesar's Legion are hilarious. Just the punching power of something like the NCR or Caesar's Legion, just in terms of the amount of people that they can throw in at any given point, is just absurd. Somewhat recently, in the last week, in the last couple of days, someone on the Hoi4 subreddit posted a graph detailing manpower distribution across the game according to geographical region and nations within those geographical regions. And the amount of manpower available in Europe is just ridiculous when compared to the actual population of Europe in comparison to the rest of the world in the 1930s and 40s. So that sort of asymmetry is not unique to this mod. It's cooked into the game. Baked into the game, even. The Cyclops controlled far more land than one would imagine for a relatively small and warlike community. Their spirit was strong and must be broken. A few generations of forced servitude should just do the trick. That's cheery. So now that this is core territory, yeah, I could build on it, but not really needing to build on it. These are not amazing core territories. They're fine. It's better than nothing. Tumult Station, then maybe Bone Dancers, Antelope Tribe. Ooh. Crazy Horns. What way are you going down? This looks different? No. I just haven't played New Canaan on here. That's something I should do. So let's think about what the end of this campaign looks like. It's probably going to be tonight. I'm not going to drag this campaign out that long because it's a minor power and there's some things I could do, but I don't want to get carried away. I feel like going through their entire focus tree, just taking a look, playing them, taking a feel, or getting a feel for what they're capable of, and just playing around. If I take out enough minor powers, we might end up joining the Brotherhood of Steel in their faction. I can't join their faction? Really? Oh, I'm not close enough to you? World tension isn't high enough. Okay, fair enough. Might help them out against the NCR if we're at that point. I don't know. We'll see how things pan out. I don't care about this, and I don't care about this. Let's subsidize our civilian economy. A wealthy city is a content city. What better way to make a city wealthy than to encourage mercantile trade? Merchantile. Not mercantile. Merchantile. Yeah, merchantile. That's a word. Courtyard we should probably get rid of. We are we have been going to war on horribly low war support. Like, abysmally low war support, and our stability isn't great either. Yeah. It probably should behoove me to move on that, but that's fine. It takes, yeah. We do not have enough army experience to play with that. Do I have enough? No, you are not experienced enough. Neither are you experienced enough to pick up any new traits. Okay, fair enough. Sad, but fair enough. Stockpiling so many laser rifles, or laser rifles. Right. Okay, now I'm gonna need something to do. I could switch over to military factories after this, or military... The renaming was kind of silly. Arms workshops. I'm not feeling it. We're producing enough of what we're using for me right now. How far ahead of time is this? 2.4 years? It's getting to the point where I'm almost ready to look into power armor. So next, let's go down Utopian City, up into Future Servants, Quality of Service, Service Hours, just to check out what effects these have, because those give events. This tree might also be useful for the additional recruitable population. This gives civilian workshops, which is probably something you should get sooner than later. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff under this tree. Security Council. More recruitable population. 40% research bonus for power armor. Aha. Well, even if we don't do it right this minute, there will be later power armor techs for us to get. T45 and T51s we should be able to research, as I believe we're advanced. If we're only civilized, we're probably advanced. Hard to tell. I think it says somewhere... Well, actually... Yeah, okay, we're advanced. All you have to do is hover over it. So we've got time to make use of that. Utopian City. Vault City is more than a place. It's an idea. A post-war utopia rising from the waste. We're above all those around us for a reason. And it's for those same reasons that so many flock to this place, desperate to get even a smidgen of the glorious technology we have at our disposal.
What's up?
I have not heard the word smidgen in quite some time. It's an excellent word. So we are more than halfway done fabricating on Tumult Station. 5 to 9. Doesn't look like you really have anyone interesting. Now, you have an okay amount of manpower. And if we can core this, I would be delighted, but I'm not going to count on it. We'll see what happens. No divisions in basic training. That is absolutely correct, game, because I don't think we need them. Fuck. The Tumult Station are now at war with the Troll Warren. Move your troops over there, dude. Move these... half of your army's just sitting here staring at me. Fuck you. Get out of here. Alright.
What's up? Hey there.
So I'm sending these just to try to stop the Troll Warren.
Hello?
We'll see how well that works. Probably not very, but you know, we'll take a look. See what we can do to get in the way. Fuck. Yeah, you're just throwing everything you have at me. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. In Paradox titles, the AI's proclivity to just saying, oh, whoa, there's a player involved? Let's fuck up the player first is one of the most annoying things about how the Paradox AI works, regardless of game. It's more pronounced in EU4 than it is HOI4, but it's still noticeable sometimes. Like, you're at war with someone you should be much more afraid of than me, Yet, here's all your armies
And a decent meal
looking
in
at
weeks.
me.
Hey there.
Alright, you move there. Probably can't cut them off right here, but fuck it, let's try. What needs to fall
What's
for
up?
this war to end? Okay, you can go there, there.
You like that?
Get rid of that. Go here. Utopian City is done. The future of servants. Servants have been integral to Vault City for as long as we can remember. Desperate souls willing to sell themselves into pseudo-slavery for a chance at seeing inside of our walls. However, times are changing. There are rumblings of servants requesting workers' rights and reduced hours.
Hello, sir.
Well, yeah, fuck, it's a 50-50 split. Fuck you. Can I take Tumult Station itself? Yeah, I can. And then you take Fields Point? Why are you doing this? AI, why you do this? Alright, so I guess we're going to war with the Troll Warren at some point in the near future, because this is fucking abyss. Why did you even want this? There's nothing here. There's nothing in Fields Point. Why? They took Bly, which has no resources and no factories, and they took Fields Point, which has no resources and one factory. Alright, masterful peace deal by the AI there. And if you have troops here, it's
Hello,
great.
sir.
They're cut off. You can fucking deal with them being out of supply. Not my problem. The Mormon Alliance looks like it's grown, considerably. Are you at war with... Ah, no, Navajo Nation. Okay. New Canaan, not looking so hot. New Canaan gets taken out, that would be, well, good for me, because, well, people like Eastport might still join the NCR, but that's one less person they can run and hide behind. I still don't love these. Material runner, yeah, none of you are actually going to be all that helpful. Research time reduction, well, fuck. Military theories? Yeah, sure. Let's go with the military theories. Tiny bit more army experience per day. Probably won't hurt. Let's go into our security team here. Switch over. Add an additional militia to each of these. Are you at war? Oh, you're at war with Bone Pickers. Ah, interesting. And the Bone Pickers are probably going to lose just because Troll Warren troops are very, very, very good. Unfortunately. Can I fabricate on you? I don't have the political power yet. Let's... 38? Yeah. How big is your army? Woo! Quite big. Quite big. Terrifying. Well, that's okay. We can probably eventually take on the Troll Warren. Right now, maybe not. Servants within Vault City have been abused for many decades now, and some are saying they've had enough of it. There will always be replacements, but offering them rights now could instill a sense of loyalty that we've lacked up to this time. It's not necessary. Many within the city view the notion of giving into their demands as something far below Vault City. Servant regulation, lower stability, higher factory output. Servant rights, higher stability, higher war support, higher factory output. Yeah, let's go with the one that gives us stability. That seems seems pretty obvious. Many of our true citizens have complained about the steadily decreasing quality of servant work. Regulations and tests could be put in place to ensure only the most skilled servants can get into the city. This would reduce the volume of our workforce, but many say it's worth it to keep our true citizens happy.
Hello?
Nope, nothing for
And had a
you,
decent meal in
and
weeks.
nothing for you. Nicholas Wallace is, well, thinking about getting some traits. Not yet, though. How are we doing on civilian workshops? Yeah. Can upgrade that. Jesus Christ. Yeah, we do have a lot of building slots here, don't we? Fair enough. Okay, build me a couple of those. This has a 5, 3. What is this 5 getting us? A lot of... maybe I can hold off on the infrastructure. It's nice, but might not actually be totally necessary. Yeah. Give me some arms workshops. We don't need to be making more laser muskets, but we will eventually. Once we research power armor, I'd like to have enough factories to pop into that to actually make power armor. No, New Canaan's pushing back here, taking out Lone Tree. Do not fuck with... I thought that we had... I could have sworn that we had a focus that'll let us attack the 80s. Maybe there used to be, maybe it had been taken out. Do the 80s have something that allowed them to attack us? No. Huh. Why do I remember this being a thing? I don't know. Oh, whatever. Now, if we're very lucky, we've put the Troll Warren in a position where they don't have enough troops to push out the Bone Pickers, and they'll just sit here and bleed manpower for a very, very long time. This is mountainous terrain with fucking horrible infrastructure that's just gonna get worse. I always hate this area when I'm coming through here. It's been about an hour. I'm gonna keep streaming for, well, quite some time, as long as this ends up being worth it. If you're watching on YouTube, thanks for hanging out, but this is going to be it for today. Make sure to stop by again tomorrow, but until then, comment, share, like, subscribe, all that silly social engagement stuff. You know what to do by now. I'll see you tomorrow. Toodaloo, take care. Bye-bye, YouTube.